Hi there, and welcome to Music of Magic. Today, we're going to be talking about how to practice effectively. Here we go. Oftentimes, when many of us sit down to practice, we take out our instrument, we run through our songs, maybe a scale or two, go through some chords, and then we call it a day. Our practice sessions are only as good as how productive we were while practicing. That's what we want to talk about today, a productive practice session. When we first sit down to practice, we recommend always beginning by tuning, because you could be playing the greatest song ever, and if your guitar is out of tune, it's not going to sound good. So always begin by tuning. If you do not know how to tune your guitar, you can find the video to our How to Tune in the link above and below. After our guitar is tuned, the next thing we want to do is warm up, both physically and mentally. Just like in sports, before playing the game, they begin with a warm-up or two. We're going to do the same thing. Now, this warm-up can be different from person to person. It can be something as simple as playing open 1, 2, 3, 4 on some strings. Another common warm-up is using your scales and scale patterns. Really, it's up to you of what you think will warm you up and get you ready for playing. Now, after our fingers and mind are both warmed up, let's do a warm-up song. This is a song that you already know, a song you have already accomplished in learning. This is great because you're playing a song you're already confident with, and you can feel that confidence in your playing, which we want to acquire for your upcoming practice goals. So play something you already know, something from your, as we like to call it, your song library. This will also keep your songs, as we like to call it, dusted off. When you have a library of songs, what a lot of people do is they have songs they've learned, and then after they learn them, they don't play them much anymore, and they begin to get dusty. And we don't want those songs to get dusty. So playing even one song per warm-up is a great way to keep those songs dusted off and ultimately not forgetting those songs you worked so hard to learn. All right, now that you're all warmed up, let's jump into the true part of our practice session, where we're working on your goals, whatever it is you're working on accomplishing. This might be a song, part of a song, a solo, certain chords that you are currently working on, scales, whatever your current goals may be. These are the things you are working on accomplishing. When you sit down to practice, choose a goal or two that you want to focus on. Now, not too many things at once. If you have multiple goals, then you can spread that out over multiple practice sessions. So think about during this practice session, what is it that you are going to focus on? That right there makes your practicing 100 times easier to think about, what should I do? Just like we were talking about can happen in the beginning where we sit down and we just kind of diddle-daddle through because we did not think about what it was we were trying to accomplish. So ask yourself, if I was to choose 2 to 3 things today that I wanted to give focus to, what are those things? That is a great mindset for your practice session. It keeps your mind focused and sharp so that your valuable time is not to be wasted during your practice sessions. Now, you may have multiple goals, and you probably do, but don't feel like you have to hit all of them every single practice session. You can focus on one, maybe two goals per practice session and give them full attention rather than trying to quickly go through all of the goals you may have. We want quality over quantity in our practice. A great tool that you can use to help keep track of your goals and to remember your goals is by using a goal sheet. A goal sheet helps you write out what it is you're currently trying to achieve, both short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals, helping you make a map of how to achieve what it is you want to achieve. Again, both short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. You can find our goal term sheet both below and above. You can download that and have that be a helpful tool for every one of your practice sessions. So now you've had a great, productive practice session. The next thing we recommend is to give your guitar some love, as we like to call it. Giving your guitar some love is a bit different than what we call practicing. Practicing is what you're currently working on achieving. Giving your guitar some love is, well, giving it some love, meaning having some fun with it, whatever that is to you. Maybe you're just jamming on some chords. Maybe you're playing around with the scale. Not a particular song in particular, but you're just jamming around. Maybe you're jamming around with songs you already know. Whatever it is, you're having fun. That's what giving your guitar love is. And that is a big part of the reason why we play an instrument, to enjoy what it is we are playing. So we recommend at the end of your practice session to play by having fun. As you continue to practice and play, what you practice will change, but how you practice does not have to. Whatever it is you are focusing on, you can use this practice method to constantly help you focus and grow. We hope you have found this to create a helpful practice routine. Let us know in the comments if you have any other suggestions as to helpful ways to practice effectively. We look forward to seeing you next time. Keep on playing.